All right, welcome back to Dunk Scott Traders Hub, and today at this very moment, you all know that we normally have the BTC analysis. Yes, we'll be analyzing BTC, that is Bitcoin. If you are new here, kindly go ahead and subscribe if you like the content. That is, if you like the content. So go ahead and subscribe, and if you can, still kindly go ahead and like, share to as many people as you can, those who are enthusiasts of BTC and cryptocurrency at large. So without further ado, you know how we always do this. We always get into the analysis straight out. We have only around 25 minutes, yes, to analyze this. And apologies on last week's session. I was unable because of power. Power had gone off in my area, so I had no power. That's why we never had a session last week on Friday, but we had the session on Tuesday. So I'm happy that we're back here, and the power hasn't, is not, I believe it's not going to do the same today, and this week I believe we'll be all set and good to keep on analyzing continuously together this asset. All right, as most of the BTC enthusiasts have been seeing, according to what we've been seeing, the trend becoming, we had anticipated a bull run to start. So the reason why we anticipated that is, one, according to weekly, we know this is what we know. So that's what for sure, that's what we know, that we broke out of that falling wedge, call it a channel, whichever you want to call it, depending on how you draw your trend lines. Yes, so we broke out of that, and what we can see there is a perfect retest that closed out still. It never closed inside the falling wedge, and then what followed was that, and there price actually went as far as 73k price. So price went as far as that. So for now, we clearly see that after that it was like a liquidity sweep there. So it came, that was last week. So we saw that happen. Then this week we started with a sell. This week started with a sell, but right now we see buyers are coming in. Now I'm trying to read what I'm seeing on the weekly, but we can go in into this even deeper. So now heading back to daily, we keep it there. Heading back to daily, we clearly see the this move, and I want to bring it in a way that we can clearly see a break of structure there. Yeah, according to daily, that is a break of structure on the daily time frame. So if we know that we have a break of structure on the daily time frame there, and we have a higher high up there, and something may tell us that we are moving, because that's what we've been seeing. Let me show you. This was a break of structure, a retest back to the breaker block, then went to give us a new here break of structure, gave us that high, returned here to retest, gave us a new high. Now it has returned, but even exceeded, it has come back into the discount. If I was to use this as my low and that as my high, that will clearly show you that we had we headed back to discount, and we know what that means. Most of the times we know that when we see discount, when we see a price in discount, we are looking for buys. But on the other hand, we have to be careful in a way that we look at what we have on weekly. Weekly, we haven't really made a new high. Yes, it was just a liquidity grab there. So we haven't made a new high, although we can see on daily we have made a new high there, according to the daily trend, this trend here. But we are on the resistance level. We are on that resistance level there. So that clearly shows that sales may come again. Sales may come again. Now that's why I'm saying we have to be careful. You have to be careful when you are entering any buys. Know that you are on that resistance level. So whatever decision you make in favor of buys, you have to be cautious of how you make your entries and how you're going to plan to close them even. So now getting deeper into that, after knowing what we have on the daily, that we may be looking for buys for now to take us right back there. And if it happens not to break this untested resistance level there, then on the daily, then we will be anticipating this to even come back inside the channel. Why are we saying this? Because even the weekly is still showing, according to CCI, is still showing momentum to continue selling it now. And why would we be looking for sales? Why would we be looking for sales? If we use the monthly time frame, let me just go to a monthly time frame there. If we use the monthly time frame, we know that this is a previous low. Yes, this is a low that gave us this high. This here is the last low. Well, we can even use this low because this high gave us that as a previous low, but we can go with this. Now if we go with this as a previous low, where we see this breakout structure, we can clearly see that that is a high there, and the price is literally, we are looking at being in discount. So if we are looking for discount level to again start the buys, these will be the levels there. And of course these levels are gotten on a weekly time frame. Those are the levels. This level here you're seeing here, that is an order block that gave us this fair value gap, and that, and then we also have this. I'm going to remove the ones that have been already mitigated, so I can delete this. I can delete this fair value gap. I delete also that, because those have been already mitigated. The ones that are not yet mitigated or tested, mitigated, there are two, this one and this one. So the anticipation is for price to actually head over. If the sales begin, if we see a failure to break that resistance level up there, then we will be looking at price heading over to this fair value gap. This is the most genuine level that we may anticipate. That may even take a whole month or two, that the remaining 2 months in this year, we may see it take all that to reach this level. So, but for now, we have to anticipate buys. So this is in the long run that we can anticipate this only and only if price fails. Only and only if price fails to break out here. If price fails to break out here to give us this high. You remember I said now that we saw a breakout, we are anticipating this exact move to be the exact move that will be taking us there as our TP. So if now that we saw the breakout, we are anticipating this, we are anticipating that, and that's where we will be anticipating our profit, in fact, which will be around what, around 90, yes, around 90, 80, 88 there, 88k there. So that's where we'll be anticipating price to reach if it breaks this resistance here on the daily. That's in the nutshell basically what we may anticipate according to like the general trend. So if this doesn't happen, then we will be having the sell to come right back here in as far as let me get that, as far as 45k, as far as 45k, because there's liquidity here that was not grabbed. So if price fails to create a new high there, then price will come back to 45k, grab that liquidity, and it does the liquidity sweep just like how it did here, just like how it did on this candle here. It came, grabbed liquidity on that fair value gap there. That's the fair value gap that it grabbed, it did the liquidity sweep from, and then went right back inside the channel or the falling wedge, whichever you want to call it. That's the same thing we'll be anticipating if price gets back into this falling wedge. All right, so I think for the general trend, higher time frame trend, we are now good. We can now head over to daily time frame. Delete this because we already have the price to show us where we'll be. Now going back to daily, let me just minimize it, expand it in. Going back to daily, we are on for buys. Just go back, it's clear this way. We are on for buys, but like I said, looking at what I have on CCI and what I have there being on the support level, this weekly support level, this one here, it clearly tells me that I may see some sales in the long run. That's why we are anticipating this kind of move. go back there and then go down, because we have a support level there, you have a resistance level there. So now we will be anticipating buys on the lower time frame, and the lower time frame that we'll be looking at maybe basically H1 for now. And there's something I've seen on H1 that can actually later become something significant if it happens so. If it happens so, that will be an anticipated inverted heads and shoulder. That will be an anticipated inverted heads and shoulder if it happens. So for now it hasn't happened, and this will be your neckline around that level there. Will be your neckline. Then you look for entries around that area. So we will wait for this to actually happen. According to H4, we are still selling, looking at CCI to get to oversold, and even you can even clearly see it on the heads and shoulder, inverted heads and shoulder can even clearly be seen on H4. But H4 is still selling, so there's a possibility of it continuing to sell and even go back to these levels, because that's where we can see some rejection, price rejection there. So we just wait for whatever it gives us. For now, let me see how I can make my entries on the lower time frame. On that lower time frame, so I'm seeing a sale. Let me check on M15. A sale is not confirmed on M15, so that leads me to wait a bit more. That makes me to wait a bit more. That way gives me to wait a bit more. I may not. If this is on H1, that means price is coming exactly here, which will be in the discount. Then we see the buys. So I will wait for H1 to bring some magic around. If it does, then I'll be making. Then it will be coming here, and then we'll be making our entries. But if it doesn't, then according to H4, it will continue to this level here. Then that's where we may anticipate the buys from to take us right back there, or to take us right back there. Sorry about my voice. Okay, so to take us right back there. So this is according to H4. This move here, it's according to H4 if price continues to sell. Then according to daily, this is what we are anticipating in the generally price to come back there, then either go into the selling of having failed to break that resistance level to give us a new higher high. If it is successful in breaking the resistance level, then we will be anticipating price to come all the way to 80k. We'll be anticipating price to go all the way to 80k as the price of Bitcoin. All right, I think that's it. Hopefully it was clear and good. I can see Desmond. Welcome, Desmond. Thank you for being around. Yes, so I think if I don't have a question, Desmond, if you have a question, go ahead and ask. If you're still on, or anyone who is online for this analysis, if you have a question on this very asset, go ahead and ask. I'll be able to respond according to how I can, depending on the knowledge I have on this very asset. So shoot the questions if you do, and then I'll be able to respond to them. So I'll just give it a minute or two. If there's no question coming in, then we'll be calling it a day. In the meantime, as I wait for the questions, we started the November mentorship class. It started yesterday, understanding how to trade synthetics indices, but basically we are trading is all the same, like stocks, like whichever. So it's a skill that you can learn with us if you want to. So that's what is going on currently. Classes start at 3 p.m. and go to 5 p.m. strictly 2 hours every day, Monday to Thursday. So we started, and yeah, let me check if I have a question. No, I don't. That calls for the end of this session. It was nice having you guys here, those who were around, and those who will come in later on to check the analysis. Hopefully it will help you to make informed decisions when you are trading this asset, BTC. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. See you next time. For synthetic indices, we'll be back here tomorrow at 10 for synthetic index trading and signal generation. We'll be back here at 10:30 tomorrow till Friday, same time. We'll be doing that. We do that every day, 10:30 to 11:30 for 1 hour, strictly to analyze synthetic indices and get ways of entering the market. Let me wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. See you very soon tomorrow. That is tomorrow for synthetic indices. Then for BTC, that will be Friday, same time, 1 p.m. Happy trading. Nice time, guys.